Welcome indoor cycling fans. Today's stage 4 of Tour de Zwift, London 8, 20.8 kilometers. With one major moment in the race, Box Hill, 3-kilometer climb. Most likely the moment where the race will split in several groups. "78 riders in today's stage. I just moved up a category, so I expect a pretty tough race for myself. And already at the start, tempo is quite high. The first power up of the day, the aero helmet. Not really useful. I really hope to get a feather power up after the next banner. It would be great if I could get one and use it on a Box Hill. Tempo still doesn't drop. Guys in the front pushing on. So not a long stage, but with Box Hill, not the easiest one. As the mini-map shows already, the pack a bit stretched out. Maybe some riders in the back struggling. And somewhere in the middle. Still the riders pushing on. Tempo doesn't drop. Maybe now just a little bit. Could surely use it at this moment. Closing in on a short incline of 4 or 5%. Even though it's a short stage, it's actually quite a fun race. Because even though I expect that several groups will form on Box Hill, the race is never over. A lot can still happen after that downhill. 5 minutes into this race and pace still high. And here's this short incline. Just make sure nobody surprises me. Just follow the group. Some riders using their feather power up here. It's not that long. One rider in the front tries to break away. Great attack. Once again, the entire peloton stretched out. Some riders steering to the left, trying to break things up even more. There's a second rider trying to bridge the gap. Here you see it well. Pace is really high in this race. At the moment, still okay. You can surely feel the level up in category. And a few riders were dropped. Krarup from Denmark, Krembel from Germany, Davies from Wales.
I'm toast. I'm toast.
Caught up on that guy that tried to break away. Everything back together. The riders really trying to steer into the left side of the road. Steering is used more often these days on Zwift. Also gives some tactical advantages. Once again, riders moving to the left. Almost at the banner. Let's hope for a feather power up. Like I said earlier, it could be useful on the climb. Let's wait and see. Once again, in the front, riders steering to the left, trying to create gaps that way. Fingers crossed right now. Unlucky. The aero helmet not quite useful for what's coming. I need to push because take a look at the mini map. Pretty long stretch. Few riders creating gaps in the front. Here you see it well in the corner. I believe it's 2 riders up front. There's a small gap. So I need to move up right now. Gap gets a bit bigger. It looks like the group is catching up on those riders up ahead. But still, I need to push hard in order to get back in front. Still a pretty high pace in this race from start up till now. Hopefully this won't cost me at the climb. Still, I believe 2 riders in the front. They still have a gap.
Right on.
Three riders in the front. Working well together. I think it's too early in the race to succeed. Although, looking at the mini-map, it looks like doing a great job. Switching over to one of the riders in front, it's Serre from France. Looks like the gap with the front group stays more or less the same. So they're still controlled well by the peloton. We're really close now. Almost at the climb. It looks like those are 3 guys up front. We started the climb with a small gap. Great job, but the hardest part of the race is still to come. So interesting to see how they will pull off on Box Hill. Maybe they wasted a lot of energy already. Here we are, start of Box Hill. Let's wait and see how I will do on this climb. And I pace my efforts. Here we are, closing in on the 3 riders up front. Great breakaway, but it looks like it's over. The riders were Serf JR from Germany, and then Mindegaard from Denmark. Once again, one rider pushing on. You see it well on the mini map. Hamilton is falling apart. It will only get worse from now on. Incline of 7%. Still well positioned out of the saddle. Trying to keep a steady pace. At the moment averaging around 4.5 watts per kilo. Now it seems to work. Rider up front, really doing well. Big gap at the moment. Not quite sure if he belongs in this category. We'll wait and see what happens. Now it's a great attack. Still doing well. Going back just a little. Using my aero boost. It looks like this is the first moment in the race where I'm struggling a bit. Yeah, really pushing on. As it shows, gaps are being formed, groups are being formed. Riders are struggling, everyone's struggling at this moment. Even the guys in this group. I think for me now it's just a case to hold on as long as possible. Trying to gain some seconds over the riders behind. I'm still not giving in. Maybe now. First time I'm back on the saddle. Power drops. Looks like the moment I have to let go. Hopefully I can find myself a group to work with. I'm not giving in. Another push. Over 5 watts now. Trying to get back up front. Yeah, second time. I have to let go. To increase my efforts once again. The gap seems to get bigger and bigger. That push costed a lot of energy. It looks like I'm a bit isolated at the moment. Riders up front, 2-3 seconds. Riders behind, 3 seconds. So I'm right in the middle. Maybe it's best that I wait for the group behind, 1 second behind. Or am I going for another big effort? Top is not that far away. Looks like I'm going for the big effort. In 5 watts at the moment. Gap with the riders up front, 6-7 seconds. So quite a gap. I need to bridge that gap before the end of this climb. Because on the downhill it would be quite difficult for me. Looks like I managed it. Quite the effort there. Good job at the end of the climb. Let's try and hold on the downhill. Too bad I can't hold on with those 3 riders just in front of me. Maybe we can catch them later on. Anything can happen in this downhill. The group up front could get big as well. Take a look at the mini-map. A few groups up ahead, behind, so anything is still possible. At the moment, 25th in the race. Not bad at all. Maybe I can push once again. This is a small intermediate climb, just a short one. This might be the moment to catch up. Free ramp before the climb. The push closing in around the 400 watt mark. And it looks like I managed to pull this one off. Got myself together back with a bigger group. Once again, a few riders trying to break away. But okay, this is a group I can work with. But for now, I think I need to rest a little bit, get my heart rate down. Riders up front, 2-3 seconds. So anything is still possible, as I said. 4 kilometers left to go. Time for a little breather, time for a drink, and focus on the finish. Still in 25th place at the moment. Trying to reserve some energy here at the back of this group. Downhill almost over. Not much time left to catch those riders up ahead. There they are. Really close now. And, one rider bridging the gap. Pretty tricky moment because we're nearing another short incline to get out of this tunnel. Pretty crucial moment in the race, or at least at the end of the stage. One right corner, and then left is that small incline. Here we are, ramping up once again, trying to bridge that gap. Seems to work. Good push, over 400 watts. Yeah, nice one. Yeah, I need to push on. 4 riders in front of me. Struggling a bit here. Not able to take the wheel of those 4 riders. Still trying though. 4.9. Need to drop the watts out of the saddle once again. Great final of the stage. I'm not able to bridge that gap myself. Maybe with the help of the few riders that join. It has to happen fast. 800 meters left. And rider steering to the left. It's going to be pretty difficult. Now a few riders joining. Pushing up front, so maybe it's still possible. 500 meters left. I still have a sprint left in me. 24th position at the moment. It looks like I'm ramping up, sort of starting the sprint. Not the biggest sprint of the century, but okay. Positioning, and now maybe. Now's the time. Looks great. Maybe I can overtake these two riders just before the line. Unlucky, but a good race nonetheless. Ending in 15th place. Nice job. Witzenberg, the winner, doing a 4.1. So says a lot about this stage. Was a tough one. Pretty high pace from the start. Hope you enjoyed this, guys. Maybe see you once again next race. Right on.